Whew. Well, it's the next morning. I got all that stuff done on that sectional couch, put it all back together, vacuumed, and it looks really good. Put all the wires together, connected all of the sectionals, got it all nicely tight down under there. I don't know if you saw that video or not, but I made one of that. And so now I'm back downstairs. And what am I going to do now? Well, I'm going to, out of that junction box, remember I've got two wires. The one wire going up through the wall up above, I fished down to this outlet, and then another wire of that goes boom, 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 all the way over to where the floor outlet is. And I've got that all hooked up. It's not powered yet, is it? Because the wires down here aren't connected. And so the reason why they're not connected is because now I'm going to bring another wire out of there. I'm using that as a junction box, remember? I'm going to ultimately put an electrical outlet there. I could put a blank plate on there, but I might as well put an electrical outlet. That way I have one for extension cords, for my battery chargers if I'm down here doing some work and I need to use the drills, or I need to use the flashlight way back into the abyss where I'm not going to have lights, or something like that. So I thought I might as well put an electrical outlet there. And I've got to take a wire from there, and I'm going to go through there, and I'm going to put a light switch. And I'm not only going to put a light switch, I'm going to put an electrical outlet next to the light switch. So I got to get a wire to a box. Remember, we're going to put a 2-gang switch box. I call it a switch box, but I'm actually going to have a switch on one side and an electrical outlet on the other side. And I can wire it that way. And if you don't know how to do that, you'll have to keep sticking along with me, and I'll show you how to do that. So I've got a nail-on box with the nails on the side, and I've got one, instead of the nails on the side, it's just got a little flange in case I want to just put it right over the front edge of a floor joist or a wall joist. A wall joist. A wall 2x6 or 2x4. So I could just put it on like that. I can just put it on like that wherever I want it. Zip it in with 2 screws. Boom. That's all I'd have to do if I don't have enough room to get a box in like this. You know, if I've got another stud fairly close to me, or I don't have enough room, or I've got a diagonal on the wall and I don't have enough room to nail, then I might not use the nail-on box. And the nail-on box, these 2x6s are almost 20 years old, at least 19 years old now, and it could be hard to drive these nails all the way in, you know what I mean? And so I've got 2 different boxes. I've got my wire here, so I'm going to start from here, but I'm not going to just hook it in to the box first, because I'm going to take the long end and I'm going to scoot it up through the wall, the floor joist. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to take my whole roll. Let's see if I can. Okay. I'll just leave it like that. I'm going to take my whole roll of Romex. Remember, I left the plastic wrap around my my roll to keep it all in one go. And I'm just going to set it here on the floor, on the ground. And I remember where I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3. It's this third one on the uphill side. I'm just going to fish this right through. And because these are TJI floor joists, and I was going to measure that too. Because these are TJI floor joists and not just like a 2x12 or a 2x10 or something. They don't normally do that for floors anymore. Years ago, when I was doing framing and stuff, when I first started working, many years ago, they didn't have such a thing as a TJI floor joist. They were like 2x10s, 2x12s, and that was the only thing they had back then. And so then you'd put a block in between. Well, because this is a TJI, this bottom piece is wider than the upright. The upright is just like 5/8 OSB plywood, and it's dadoed into this bottom, and it's dadoed into another piece like this at the top, glued all together, and it's structurally sound. You can get those different sizes, different lengths, widths to span further and stuff. And so because of that, there's a reason why I'm explaining this, and I almost forgot what it was. Because it's like an H-shaped deal. It's not straight, it's not flat all the way up. So when they cut the blocks, they just cut the blocks in between this. So there's a slight gap in between each one, okay, up in the cavity area. And so I can take my wire and I can shove it right through there, okay, like that. And I'll have to grab it on the other side because it's in the insulation, okay. I thought I might as well pull that wire through while I'm over here because it's hard crawling back and forth through that little opening there, okay. So see, I'm just gonna keep pulling, and it's just gonna loop-de-loop right out of that roll, right up through there, and I'll just keep pulling all the way down to where I need it, where I'm gonna put this box, okay? I'm gonna go over there, we're gonna put the box in, I'm gonna pull the wire and all that. Then when I get all done with that and staple it, back staple it, then I'll pull the last little section out, run it along there, cut it off, and then take the roll to the next place. I'll take the roll over to where the switch is, because then we'll have to go up for where the light fixtures are gonna go. Okay? So yeah, you don't have to like measure your wire and say, okay, I need 35 feet, pull it out of this roll, 35 feet, run the first little bit in here, and then go. No, just go where you think you're gonna go first, and then pull it through, boom, 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 and then back it up into your box, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get set up on the other side of this wall, and we'll keep pulling that wire. And I better remember to bring all my stuff through there. I've got my little staples. I think I still have enough for this job. I only got a little box of 100 staples. You can get a big huge container of that, or one that's about 3 times as big as that, or even a bigger box or a plastic container of them. But you know, if I was an electrician, that's how I would get them. I wouldn't get them like this. But if you've got just small little projects, that's about all you need. All right. Oh, it cracked me up. I was like, make sure you take everything over there. So I got to remember to take my nails. But what do I have to do with this? If I'm using this, I've got to screw it in, right? So here, I left my drill down here last night, and I've got my screws over there, so I got to take those over there too. Hey, it's not a big deal if you can't get everything in the first go. I'll just have to climb back over, because I've got my light switch and my electrical outlet over there, my cover plate for this box. I might as well take it all over there. Plus, I'm going to then start from that side. No, I'm going to end up coming over here and transitioning back over here, because I got my light fixture boxes over there. I've got to put one over there, one here. I'm going to end up putting one on the other side of this wall. I'll do the same thing, fish the wire through here. So I've got my light over in there. We'll do that later, but for right now, I'm just concentrating on one thing at a time, okay? See, speaking of one thing at a time, I'm just going to concentrate on this one thing. I mean, if I was doing this job for somebody, I would have put all my plastic boxes in first where they were going to go. I would put my light fixture boxes up where they're going to go before I started doing any wiring down here. Then I would start doing the wiring, boom, 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 boom. But because I'm making a video series and stuff. I don't want to get you confused. All right? I want to do one thing at a time so that you're focused on what I'm doing. All right? All right.